Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm Minister Ginger London. Thank you so much for joining me on this morning. We have a special presentation for you. I'm going to be talking about Are you ready to start life coaching? And we're going to talk about 5 important things that you need to know to get started in your coaching business. And so let's get right into it. I know your time is valuable. I want to, again, thank you for joining me. I'm so excited. Every time I do a certification class, I'm excited because I get to use my gifts and talents to be able to make an impact into the lives of others. And then I'm able to sit back and motivate and cheer them on. And I see the successes that they're having. We've had graduates to have written books and started programs that are booming online right now. And we have those who are in their professions and they're doing even better as coaches in their corporate setting. So I'm very excited about that. And so let's get right into it. If you have any questions as I go along, please be sure to post them. I'm able to see your questions or your comments. And when I get to a stopping point, I'll make sure that I answer any questions or respond to any comments that you make. So if you're thinking about coaching, if you're thinking about adding life coaching to maybe your career, what you already are doing professionally, maybe you're going to start a coaching business, maybe you're in ministry, Christian ministry, and you're going to add this component. If you heard me teach before, you've heard me say that we have always used life coaching, if you will, in ministry. We just didn't call it life coaching. And over the last, I would say 10 years or maybe even a little longer, coaching has come to the forefront of Christian ministry. And there are a lot of Christian life coaches organizations, and all of those things, all still functioning from how you actually life coach someone, but based on biblical principles, where we use scriptures, we use kingdom principles, we use uh, themes and scripture, and we're spirit led when we do that. And I can tell you from experience, that is truly a rewarding profession, or something rewarding in ministry. If you're in ministry, that you add to your ministry. So if you're looking to do that, this is going to get you started. And we'll also, I'm always upfront. We'll tell you about the next coach training and certification class that's going to start January the 26th. So stay tuned. It's going to be a quick presentation, but very informational to help you make a really wise decision about if this is something that you want to actually do or add to what you're doing. So let's talk about the 5 important things you need to know to get started as a Christian coach. And so when we talk about life coaches, one of the things you want to start with is, prior to the 5 things, is what do life coaches do? That's important to know. I know a lot of people are doing it right now, but what do life coaches do? So if you're a life, a ministry, a career, or a bit, or you want to do business coaching, what happens when you do either one of those or any type of coaching is you're helping individuals or companies clarify their values, achieve their goals, and overcome what's holding them back. Those are the 3 things. You do more than that, but these are the core things that you're doing. You're going to help someone or a company clarify their values. For example, if you're doing business coaching, before you start saying, "Hey, what are the 3 steps that you need to take? Need to be doing 3 things you need to be doing in social media." If you're coaching somebody in their business, in their ministry, you want to make sure that they clarify their values, because you know what? You're going to coach, you're going to do from the core of your being. Where a man's heart is, that's where his treasure is. So no matter what you're doing in life, you're going to do it from your core values. So you need to make sure that you are clear, crystal clear about your core values. And that's what a life coach will help people do. You're going to help them achieve their goals. People come to you, they're going to have goals, they're going to have something that they want to do in life, even if it's self-improvement. I want to become a better person by controlling my anger. I want to become a better person by not holding grudges. I want to become a better person by making wiser decisions in life. Whatever that goal is for them personally, you're going to help them achieve their goals. If it's in business, I want to take my business to the 6-figure mark. And then you're going to help them walk through goals that will help them get to six figures in their business. If it's in ministry, I want to expand my ministry globally, which is so much easier to do today because of the internet and social media and all these other platforms that we have. Well, then you'll step in as a coach, a ministry coach, and help them to create goals that'll get them to the place when they have expanded globally. All right. And then you're going to you'll help them overcome what's holding them back. If it's personal, what's holding you back from releasing anger? What is it that has gripped you to the point that you're always angry, or you get angry about the least little thing? Then you're going to help them to figure that out and then overcome what's holding them back. What's keeping you from making wiser decisions in your life? And you'll help that your coaching client, look at that and help them to discern what is going on in me that's stopping me from making wiser decisions. What's keeping you from going global in your ministry? You'll look at where they are in ministry, look at what they're doing, and then you're going to help them identify, well, what's holding you back. Well, one thing that's holding you back is you're not on social media. You're not using the internet. You're not going virtual like you should to go global the way you would like to go. So you'll help them to identify and overcome what's holding them back from achieving their goals. Let me make this back. Get off of there. Okay. So coaching is a great area in which to maximize using your gifts, your talents, your knowledge, or your skill set. Right? In the body of Christ, the Word of God says that your gifts will make room for you. Well, the only way that your gifts can make room for you, someone has to know that you are gifted. They have to know what gifts you have, what gifts you're operating in. So when it says it'll make room for you, it's not talking about a room like a room we stand inside of, your living room, your den, your kitchen, those types of things. It's talking about a room of opportunity. If you keep going, it said it'll set you before kings. So when people know that you're gifted, when they know that you flow in your gifts, that you operate in your gifts that you've been given, then what it does, it avails to you opportunities to use your gifts. So this is a great way to maximize using your spiritual gifts, your talents. What are you good at? What are you good at? You can use that in coaching. Your knowledge. All of us have some knowledge base, and most of us have a knowledge that can be monetized, that we can actually take our knowledge and help someone else move forward in life and to gain the steps or take the ordered steps that are ordered for their lives. We can take our knowledge to help them accomplish that. And then our skill set. Your skill sets are any assets you have. What have you learned on previous jobs? What are you good at? Are you good at organizing? Are you good at nutrition? Are you good at social media? What's a skill set or sets that you have that you can actually monetize, that somebody will pay you to teach them how to do? And you can you can maximize this in your career, in business, in ministry, or as something new. Again, you can start a coaching business. You can start a coaching ministry. Things are changing since where we are today in our society, in our world today. Things are changing, and we're going to have to make the shift with that change. And for some people, that means that they're going to have to do something new. And so now you have to look at, what do you possess? What are your assets? What's on the landscape of your life that you can actually put out here and actually monetize and create something substantial for yourself. Coaching can bring benefits, including expanding your income. How many times we are praying, Lord, enlarge my territory. Well, part of enlarging my territory means enlarging my income, increasing me all the way around, right? Enlarge my territory. Put me in front of more people, because what you've gifted me with, they need it. Put me in front of my assigned group, my assigned audience. Who am I assigned to? Put me in front of them. Enlarge my territory. And in coming with enlarging my territory is enlarging my abilities, enlarging my income, enlarging my skill set. So it's a great way for you to expand your income. During these times that we're in, coaching is in high demand. I don't know if you noticed it. I know in my Facebook stream, my LinkedIn stream, my Instagram stream, people are coaching. They're catering their businesses to coaches where they're offering you different things to use in your coaching business. So it is in high demand right now. And the reason is because more people are starting their own businesses because of where we are. Some people have lost their jobs. They have to change career. They had to make career changes. They're taking care of their health and they're committing to bettering themselves. And because of that, coaching now is in the forefront more than it has been in the last 3 years. It was already booming and it was expanding, but has expanded more and has come to the forefront more because of the pandemic, because of the times that we're living in right now. So today, you're going to learn quickly 5 important things you need to know to start your life coaching services. So you can put another adjective in front of coaching if you want to, depending on what type of coaching you want to do. But it all falls under the umbrella of life coaching. So let's get right into it. Number 1, how coaching can help the people you are assigned to. That's the most important thing you want to know and come to an understanding is, how is your coaching going to help the people you are assigned to? You've heard me say in the past, if you heard my teaching, you cannot service everybody, but you are assigned to the somebody. So who are the somebodies that you are assigned to? And when you know that, then you can know how your coaching is going to help your assigned group. One of the ways it's going to help is going to support for success, right? A coach helps people work toward their goal. I just said that a few seconds ago. So you're going to support for success, right? Whatever it is that they want to do, and success is different for everybody, different for different businesses. It's different for different ministries. It's different for different careers. It just depends on what the goal is that they have. So you're going to support them for their success. You're going to help them work toward their goal. You're going to help them stay accountable, right? When you're coaching them, you help your clients stay on track by holding them accountable. You do that by when they come to the next session. What happened? Did you take the steps that you said you were going to take last week? And if they didn't, why not? What got in the way? What stopped you? They're going to check in with you and report what they did and how it went. Whether it was whether it's going to be raving reviews or whether you're going to find out it was a flop, they're going to report it back to you because they know that you're with them along the way. So as long as you are holding them accountable, then they're going to stay accountable to you. If they're genuine and sincere and they really want to accomplish this particular thing, then they're going to be accountable to you and you're going to help them to stay focused. You are going to help them grow in leaps and bounds. That's one of the major things. You're going to help them grow. A life coach can help a person maintain the growth mindset. In other words, my mindset is open for change. It's open for growth. It's open to learn something new. It's open to do better. If you're dealing with someone who has a fixed mindset, you're like, they're set in their ways, they're set in their thinking, it's harder to move them forward because they've already decided that I don't want to know any more than what I've already know in my mind right now. Right? So when they have a growth mindset, you're going to help that person grow in leaps and bounds. You're going to help them overcome challenges that they're going through, and you're going to see the growth in them. Number 2, what experience do you need to be a life coach? Great question, right? What experience do you need to be a life coach? Experience isn't essential. Helpful, but not essential. Anyone can be a life coach. You can actually go through a training and learn to be a life coach. And throughout the training, then decide what type of life coach you want to be, and then increase your knowledge and gain experience in that area as you pursue it. It's almost like anything else. What experience do you need to become an entrepreneur? In some cases, none. Right? It's a matter of pursuing that goal and that dream where you gain the experience, you gain the knowledge that you need. It's good to have experience in the same area as your clients. In other words, the areas that you're going to be coaching in, the ones that the clients are coming to you for, it's good to have experience in that area. And if you don't, knowledge is powerful. And you, in the past, and I've heard it before, people say, Some people just have book knowledge. Listen, knowledge is powerful. And anytime you acquire knowledge through a book, remember, a book is another man's experience in written form. So just because you're learning to do this doesn't mean that you're not going to be good at what you do. When you go to college, when you step foot on the grounds at the university, you don't have any information about engineering, right? Everything to some degree, or at least 90% of it in the university is going to be book knowledge. And if you do an internship and those kind of things, 10%, I'm going to give it 15% might be you doing a practicum or an internship with a company over the summer or over a particular semester. But basically, you are acquiring knowledge to position you to do what it is that you're pursuing that academic degree in. It's the same thing with coaching. You can desire to be a health coach and then pursue the knowledge that you need to actually become a health coach. So it isn't essential, but it does help when you start coaching people in a particular area. So specializing in an area can make your coaching services more valuable. So again, when you're training, when you're going through a particular training, or getting certified as to be a life coach, most people decide in that training what type of life coaching they want to do. And then they know from the training that they're going to pursue more information, more knowledge, more skill sets on how to be the type of coach that they really want to be. So when you're certified, when you're going through a certification program, you're learning about the coaching business, and you're learning about coaching skills and those types of things. But when you begin to specialize in it, then you go beyond your certification, and then you go into another dimension of it, and then you become masterful at the type of coaching that you would like to do. Right? So it's good to gain an understanding of the areas and the types of clients where you can do your best. And that's where the Diamond Coaching Academy, Coach Training Academy, we can help you with this. When you go through the certification program, we help you to understand the type of coaching that you want to do. What are the different areas that fall under that type of coaching? Who are going to be your clients, and how you can serve them best. It's important to know that you don't want to just jump out and say, I'm a life coach, and try to service everybody. It's not going to work for you the way you like. Number 3, skills you'll need to be an effective coach. So if you're going to help your clients find solutions to their own problems, if you're going to help them create their own path and hold them accountable to it, you need a certain set of skills to help do that. So I'm going to share a couple of them with you. Active listening. That's what really good coaching is: active listening and powerful questioning. So you want to have active listening. You want to listen and then repeat back to the client what they said, right? To make sure that you heard it correctly. The only way that you can determine what you need to do as a coach to help this particular client or any client is to first listen to what it is that they want to accomplish or what's going on with them at the time. So active listening clarifies for both you and the client, right? When you use active listening as a mirror, you're going to use it to reflect back to the client their own thoughts and their ideas. You're just repeating it back to them. And then you may repeat it back to them in a way that, you know what, I said that, but I really didn't hear what I said as a client. But you've just made it more clear for me. So active listening is the top skill that you want as a coach. Asking critical and powerful questions, as a coach, is help your client to think and reach a conclusion. When you ask a powerful question, it's going to make that person think about, where are they? Where am I in life? Wow, I never thought about it that way. I never asked myself that question. You put them in a position where they now have to really think and reach a conclusion about what they're doing, where they want to go, what's the next step. Am I willing to go further in pursuing this particular goal that I want to pursue? So those power questions are critical when you're coaching a person. Then number 4, some of the legal aspects of business coaching or of life coaching, any type of coaching. There will be some legal requirements depending on where you live, right? Again, you can hang your shingle tomorrow, but there still may be some legal requirements in your city or your state, depending on what type of company you have. If you're starting as a sole proprietor, you can just basically, it's probably nothing you need to do when you filing your income taxes at the end of the year, you need to do a Schedule C to your income taxes. But if you incorporate, or if you do limited liability corporation, the LLC, or if you're engaging in a partnership, with a legal partnership with someone, then there might be some things that you need to do in your city and state to be identified as that type of company. So you want to make sure that whatever type of business entity that you want to start, find out what the regulations are for that. My advice to everyone that's starting, to start as a sole proprietor first, before you go and make, incorporate and limited liability and all those kinds of things. Because when you incorporate, the government is thinking that, wow, you're probably making a good amount of money. It's a lot of paperwork and things that go with that. So you may want to consider just starting as a sole proprietor. Certification. So you may choose to get a certification to boost your credibility. Most people, most of your clients will not necessarily be looking for that. They're looking for somebody to help them. But if you say you're a certified life coach, a certified business coach, certified health coach, certified marriage coach, certified relationship coach, whatever type of coaching you're going to do, immediately when you say that you're certified, people have a level of credibility that with you before they even get to know you good. They say, oh, she's certified, he's certified. Then that means they went through some type of training. They probably can help me. So the Diamond Coaching Academy and Certification, Diamond Coach Training and Certification Academy, we can help you with this. We have a coaching class coming up. We'll tell you about that in a minute. Number 5, what you need to learn to be a life coach. So here are the qualities that make a great coach. And this is what you'll learn. You be open and non-judgmental. That's important, right? If you're in ministry, the scriptures does tells us that the righteous judge all things. We know what that means. It's not critical. It means that I take a microscopic look at what's going on in your life, and then I tell you whether or not what you're doing is lining up with what the Word of God says you should be doing. That's what the scripture means when it says the righteous shall judge all things. It's not a judgmental or critical type of thing. So in coaching, you want to be open and non-judgmental, right? You're there to reflect and help your client to do the thinking that they need to do. Doesn't mean that you don't correct them. Doesn't mean that you don't tell them the right thing to do or suggest to them right things to do. And you'll find in coaching, you may hear in coaching that you don't tell clients what to do. Coaching has evolved. There will be some situations you will literally have to tell them what to do because they just won't know. They won't know what to do. So you want to be open and non-judgmental. You want a belief in human potential. If you don't like people, if you do not like people, coaching is not for you. Ministry is not for you. Health service provider is not for you. Anywhere where you have to engage with people, up front and close, if you don't like people, those types of professions are not for you. So you have to have a belief in human potential. So as a coach, your job is to assist and facilitate the client's growth. If you don't believe that people have the ability to grow, that they have unlimited potential, you will not make a good coach, right? You have to cultivate in yourself the idea that people grow and that they have unlimited potential. You have to believe that they're gifted. You have to believe that they can learn. You have to believe that they can acquire skills. You have to believe in the human potential. If you don't believe in the human potential, you will not make a great coach. That's just straight and upfront. You must believe in the human potential, right? So how do you adopt the right mindset for life coaching, right? The way to do that, you can take a course or you can take a coaching session yourself. If you've ever been coached somebody or you paid for a coaching package, maybe you had 4 sessions with them and you had a goal in mind and you went through the whole process, it's a different type of thing. Right? When you are progressively moving forward, when those coaching sessions are helping you to move in the direction that you want to move in life, it's a different feeling. It's a different type of motivation. It's a different type of encouragement. And you probably could not wait to the next session because you knew that you were going to do what the assignment, and you were watching to see if it worked, and now you want to report back and give a testimony that that worked, right? So you can either take a course or you can take coaching sessions yourself. That will help you to actually do that. So if you want to learn more about how you can become a life coach and start a coaching business to help your clients achieve breakthrough results, then the Diamond Coaching Academy, we're doing something to kick off the new year. We're doing 22 days of life coach training intensive. And an intensive is like fast paced. It's still valuable information, but it's fast paced. Everybody who wants to do life coaching doesn't necessarily want to do 6 or 9 months of training. They want to do what's called an intensive in coach training. An intensive sometimes can be like a 3-day thing. It can be a 5-day. It could be a weekend. Some people do it in 30 days. Some companies do it is, but the whole thing about intensive is they're shorter than the regular coach training program, which is usually run anywhere from 8 months to a year, and some people have 2-year programs. So it just depends on what type of training that you're getting. But 22 days of life coach training intensive, and here's where you're going to learn. Basic life coach training is designed to help you get started as a life or ministry coach using your knowledge, your gifts, and talents to help others move forward in life. It starts January the 26th. One of the things about intensives is that when you don't have a lot of time to like ponder and think about intensives are short, but they're like pop-up trainings, and you have to make a right now decision if you're going to do an intensive. So we're going to start the intensive. Your 22 days will start with a day of onboarding and orientation, where we welcome you. We tell you what's going to take place, what to expect. You get your training materials. Some of your training materials you're going to get. We go through where we talk about what does it mean to spiritually be successful in your life. What does it mean to take those principles and apply it to the training that you are going to be pursuing in the academy. Then days 2 through 6, we'll be talking about discovering. Who are you, the coach? Who am I? What am I to become as a coach? What type of coach am I to become? So from days 2 to 6, we're looking at discovering who you are as a life coach, how important your spiritual gifts are, how important your talents are, your skill set. What is it that you have? How do you bring it all together? And what type of coach are you going to become? And then from days 7 through 16, the transformation. This is the developing. Here's where we look at, who is your coaching client? What is this transformation that you're going to bring to their lives when they connect with you and they go through your coaching program? What's the transformation that's going to take place, and how will that transformation take place? What type of coaching services are you going to be offering? What type of coaching programs will you develop that will help that person or the company or the ministry go through the transformation that you say that you can take them through, so that on the other side they experience what they want to experience? Then days 17 through 22, we're going to be talking about the coaching experience. How does that person experience that process with you? We're going to talk about what do your coaching sessions look like, what's involved in those coaching sessions, how long will they be, and then we'll also talk about the coaching platforms. What platforms are you going to use to make sure that they engage with you on the type of coaching that you want to do? Will you be doing online courses? Are you going to have a podcast? Are you going to do live streams? Will you do Zoom meetings? What type of coaching platforms are you going to use so that your client can have the coaching experience that you want them to have, so that they can experience the transformation that you want them to experience through your life coaching? So to kick off the new year, we're offering 22 days of life coaching and training. We're also offering a very special registration rate of only $422. The regular price is $19.97. So I'm taking off $1,575 for you. I usually do something at the top of the year. At the top of the pandemic, if you missed it, it was awesome. We did it for $25. So that was at the top of the pandemic. So I tried to figure out how can I still keep it as a bargain for you, so that you can make a right now decision to do it. When we offer it again later in a couple of months, it's going to go back to the regular price. This is to kick off the new year, $422. It will be live Zoom meetings, and we'll have some on-demand sessions. On-demand means there's some videos, some worksheets, some articles that you're going to read on certain days. It's from January the 26th to February the 23rd. So this certification training is designed to help you to get started as a certified diamond professional development coach. It's where you're going to use your knowledge, your gifts, your talents to help others. You're going to be a certified diamond personal development coach. You will also have an opportunity at the end of the training to go a little bit further in your training to actually become certified as a life coach. You know, I'm very upfront with you. I tell you the truth about everything that I do. So this is to get you started. This is to get you going. But I can assure you that you would need a little bit more after the 22 days. And so I have people who have gone on and they were glad that they did that, because the more you learn about it, the easier it becomes to you, the more engaging you become as a coach, and the more fun you have experience, fun experience you have in your coaching business or ministry. So we have a special rate of $422. Again, that's $1,500 off, and I've set it up where you have two payment options. You can pay in full. And then the second payment option is 5 easy payments of $97 each. So either pay it in full or $97 each. If you register by the 25th, you'll receive the following bonuses. Number one, the first bonus, the Diamond Brilliance. That's creating coaching content in record time value. That means that I will teach you how to take your content and create different types of programs, different type of packages, and different types of products for your coaching business, where you don't take forever doing it. And you can do it, believe it or not, you can take one coaching program and you can create about 5 or 6 different things from one program that you offer, and you can break that program down. The second bonus, customizable coaching business templates valued at $97. The creating coaching content is valued at $197. Customizable coaching business templates, or templates that you're going to use upfront in your coaching business or ministry. You can go in, you can customize those templates, put your business name on it, tweak it in any way that is suitable for what you're doing in the coaching industry, and it's valued at $97. And then number 3, you get lifetime access to the Diamond Coaching Academy. All right, so go here to register, or you can use the link that's in the live stream or video. If you're watching the replay, I post a link in the video description. It should be there. I'll post it again afterwards below the video once it's ready. But registration closes on January 25th. Why? Because when you're in an intensive, again, it's intense, it's fast-paced, is bite-sized enough for you to learn. So don't think, oh, it's fast-paced, it's going to move too fast. It's not. It's going to move fast enough for you to go through an intensive, and it's going to move slow enough for you to learn the information that you need to learn to move forward in what you want to do. So click the link, register. Don't forget, it actually starts January the 26th. I would love to have you in the intensive. Every time I do an intensive, it's always fun, because at that moment you're going through the intensive, your mind has to be in that creative mode. It has to be in that receiving mode. It has to be in that growth mode, to learn more, to do more, and to be excited about creating things using your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. So thank you, everyone. Again, I'm Minister Ginger London. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you register and sign up for this next Life Coach Training Intensive that's starting January the 26th. Take care, everybody. God bless. Have an awesome, awesome kind of day. Thank you. God bless you, everyone. Take care.